What if I told you the reason your vision feels blurry in the morning is not just aging, but something slowly happening inside your eyes every single night? And what if one tiny mistake before bed is making it worse without you realizing it? And here's the part that might surprise you. There's one simple food sitting in your kitchen right now that could support your eyes while you sleep, but almost nobody is using it the right way. Listen carefully. This could change how your eyes feel starting tomorrow morning. I'm Dr. Danzy, and on Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips, I've seen this happen again and again with people over 60. They wake up, eyes feel dry, vision feels cloudy. They blink, rub, use drops, and for a few minutes, it feels better. But then it comes back. Have you noticed this? That heavy feeling in your eyes, that slight blur that doesn't fully clear, those halos around lights at night? This is important. These are not random symptoms. These are signals. Your eyes are telling you something is changing, and I'm not trying to scare you, but you should know this. Most people think eye drops are fixing the problem. They're not. They only help the surface. The real issue is happening deeper, inside your eye. Let me explain in a simple way. Inside your eye, there is a clear lens. This lens helps you focus. When you're younger, it stays clean and transparent. But after 60, something very slow begins to happen. Tiny damage starts building up, day after day, year after year. And here's the shocking part. Your body cannot replace that lens, not even once. So whatever damage builds up stays there. This is why vision slowly becomes blurry, not suddenly, but quietly. Now think about your daily life. Do you feel like reading small text is harder? Do you avoid driving at night? Do lights feel too bright sometimes? This could be exactly why. But wait, this is where it gets even more important. Your eye lens has almost no direct blood supply. That means it doesn't get nutrients easily. It depends on what you give your body through food, and most people are not giving it what it needs. That's the hidden cause, not just age, but lack of support. Now let me tell you about one man. He was 72. Every morning, eye drops. Every single day. He thought that was enough, but his vision kept getting worse. He told me, "I feel like I'm doing something, but nothing is changing." That feeling is more common than you think, because the real problem was never addressed. Now listen carefully. There is one category of foods that can support the protective system inside your eyes, not instantly, but gradually. And one of the simplest forms of that is seeds. Yes, small, simple seeds, but here's the problem. Most people are eating them wrong and getting almost no benefit. This is where it gets dangerous, because you think you're helping your body, but nothing is actually changing. Let me give you a simple example. Chia seeds. Many people add them to yogurt, smoothies, oatmeal. Sounds healthy, right? But here's the truth. If you eat them whole, your body may not fully break them down, meaning the nutrients stay locked inside. You swallow them, but your body doesn't use them. So what's the point? Listen carefully. This is important. Preparation matters, not just what you eat, but how you eat it. Now here's a small step you can start with. Take one type of seed you already use, just one. Prepare it the right way. Stay consistent. That's it. Don't try to change everything, because small correct steps beat big wrong ones. Now let's talk about something even deeper. Your eyes depend on something called protection. Think of it like a shield. When you're younger, this shield is strong, but after 60, it slowly weakens. And when that happens, damage builds faster. This is why your vision changes, not overnight, but over time. And here's where most people go wrong again. They focus only on symptoms, not protection, eye drops, glasses, quick fixes, but not the root support. And that's why nothing truly changes. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up with your eyes feeling tired, even after sleeping? Have you felt dryness that doesn't fully go away? Do you feel like your vision is not as sharp as before? If yes, you're not alone, but you're also not helpless, because what you do daily still matters, even after 60. Now here's the shift. Instead of reacting, start supporting. Before bed, give your body what it needs, not something complicated, just something consistent, because nighttime is when your body repairs, and what you eat before that can influence how well it does that. But wait, because what I'm about to show you next is the one seed and the one combination that works at a completely different level inside your eyes. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to explain next is the part most people never hear. You now understand that your eyes are not just getting old, they are slowly running out of protection, and if nothing changes, that slow damage continues, quietly, every single day. But here's where it gets uncomfortable, because many people watching this right now are already trying to do the right thing, and still getting worse. Have you noticed that? You eat healthy, you try supplements, you use drops every morning, and yet the blur is still there. The dryness still comes back. The glare at night is getting worse. Why? I'm not trying to scare you, but you should know this. It's not just what you eat, it's how you're doing it. And one small mistake can completely block the benefit your eyes are supposed to receive. Let me show you exactly what I mean. One woman came to me, frustrated. She said, "I'm doing everything right. Every morning, she had chia seeds in her smoothie. She added flaxseed to her oatmeal. She even bought pumpkin seeds for snacking. On paper, it looked perfect. But her symptoms? Still there. Morning blur, burning eyes by afternoon, that constant sand in the eyes feeling. So I asked her one simple question, how are you preparing them? And she paused, because she had never thought about it. Listen carefully. This is important. Most seeds are designed by nature to survive digestion. That means your body cannot easily break them down. So if you eat them the wrong way, they pass through you almost untouched. You're eating them, but not absorbing them. And that's exactly what was happening to her. Whole chia seeds passing through, pre-ground flaxseed from a bag, already oxidized, pumpkin seeds straight from the packet, minerals locked inside. She wasn't doing it wrong on purpose, but her body wasn't getting what it needed. Does this sound like something you might be doing? Be honest with yourself, because this one detail changes everything. So here's what we did. We didn't add more supplements. We didn't increase doses. We didn't complicate anything. We simply fixed the way she was using what she already had. Fresh grinding, right timing, correct pairing, and within 10 days, something changed. Not dramatically, but noticeably. She said, "My eyes don't feel as heavy in the morning." By week 2, the burning reduced. By week 4, she wasn't reaching for drops every few hours anymore. Now listen carefully. This wasn't magic. This was biology. Her eyes finally started receiving what they were missing. And that's when real change begins. But here's another mistake that almost nobody talks about. And it might be the reason your eyes feel worse by afternoon. Dehydration. Now I know what you're thinking. I drink water. But listen carefully. After 60, your body doesn't hold hydration the same way. Your tear film, the thin layer that keeps your eyes smooth and comfortable, starts breaking faster. That's why you feel fine in the morning. But by afternoon, your eyes feel dry, irritated, tired. It's not always damage. Sometimes, it's simply that your eyes can't stay hydrated long enough. And here's the twist. Certain nutrients help your body hold moisture in the eye. Not just add it, but keep it there. This is where omega-3 fats come in. They strengthen the tear film. They reduce evaporation. They help your eyes stay comfortable longer. And this is exactly why some people feel relief within days, while others don't, because they're missing this layer. So here's something simple you can start tonight. Yes, tonight. Add a small amount of healthy fat with your evening meal. It could be a few nuts, a little olive oil, or even half an avocado. This supports your tear system overnight. And many people notice they wake up with less dryness, less irritation, less of that stuck feeling in the eyes. Small change, but powerful. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed your vision feels worse at night? Glare from headlights, halos, difficulty focusing. This is where things get deeper, because this isn't just dryness anymore. This is about how your lens handles light, and when the protective system inside your lens weakens, light starts scattering instead of focusing. That's when night vision becomes uncomfortable. And here's the part most people ignore. This doesn't start when symptoms appear. It starts years earlier. Silent, invisible, building slowly, which means if you're noticing it now, your eyes have been asking for support for a long time. And the good news? It's not too late to support them. But only if you act now. Not next month, not someday, now. Because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to slow that progression. I've seen both sides. One man ignored the early signs, just used drops, adjusted lighting, avoided night driving. 2 years later, his condition had progressed to the point where daily life became difficult. But another man, same symptoms, same age. He started small, adjusted his nutrition, followed a simple routine, stayed consistent, and his progression slowed down significantly. That's the difference. Not luck, action. So, let me ask you again. Are you feeling these signs? Morning blur? Dryness that keeps coming back? Trouble with night vision? If yes, then your eyes are already sending you signals, and ignoring them is the biggest mistake you can make. Now, in the next part, I'm going to show you something very specific, a combination that works differently from everything we've talked about so far, not just supporting your eyes, but helping your body recycle protection inside the lens itself. This is where things change from helpful to powerful, and most people have never heard of it. But before we go there, take a second. Think about your eyes right now. How do they feel? Honestly, because what you do next depends on that answer. Listen carefully, because this is where everything changes. Up until now, we've talked about support, small improvements, slowing things down. But what if I told you there is a combination so simple, so overlooked, that it doesn't just support your eyes, it helps your eyes hold on to protection for hours, not minutes, hours, and almost nobody is doing it the right way. This is important because most people think eye health is about adding more nutrients. But the real advantage is keeping those nutrients active inside your eye. Let me explain. Inside your eye, especially your lens, damage is happening every day. Not dramatic, not painful, but constant. And your body fights this damage using antioxidants. Think of them like tiny shields. They step in, absorb the damage, and protect your vision. But here's the problem. Once an antioxidant does its job, it gets used up, gone, finished, and your body needs more, again and again. That's the cycle most people live in. Take something, use it, lose it, repeat. But what if, instead of constantly replacing it, your body could reuse it? That's the difference. And this is where the most powerful combination comes in. Listen carefully, because this is the part you don't want to miss. There is one seed, sitting in almost every grocery store, cheap, simple, easy to find. But when combined with 2 specific foods, it creates a system inside your body that keeps working long after you eat it. That seed is sunflower seeds. Now I know what you're thinking. Sunflower seeds? That's it? Yes, but the power is not just the seed, it's how you use it. Sunflower seeds are one of the richest natural sources of vitamin E. And vitamin E is not just another vitamin. It specifically protects the cells inside your eye lens, the exact place where vision starts to blur. It sits inside those delicate structures and blocks damage before it spreads. But here's the twist, and this is where most people get it wrong. Vitamin E alone doesn't last long, it works, and then it's gone. So if you just eat sunflower seeds by themselves, you're missing the real benefit. This is where the combination changes everything. You need 2 partners. First, healthy fat. Second, Vitamin C. Let me break it down simply. When you eat sunflower seeds with a small amount of healthy fat, like avocado, your body absorbs more vitamin E, much more. Without fat, a large portion passes through unused. Now here's where it becomes powerful. When you add vitamin C, something incredible happens. Vitamin C actually recharges vitamin E after it's used. Yes, recharges it, meaning that same antioxidant keeps working again, and again, and again. Inside your eye. This is not hype, this is basic biology. And yet, almost nobody is doing this combination correctly. So here's the simple routine, and I want you to really pay attention here, because this is your starting point. Every morning, take a small handful of raw sunflower seeds, not roasted in oil, not salted heavily, just simple raw seeds. Add a quarter of an avocado, then squeeze fresh lemon juice on top. That's it. 3 ingredients, less than 1 minute. No complicated recipe, but together, they create a protective system inside your eyes. Now let me tell you what people usually notice, because this part matters. First few days, not much. And this is where people quit. Don't do that, because real change takes consistency. Within 1 week, many people say their eyes feel less tired in the evening. That heavy feeling starts to ease. Within 2 to 3 weeks, morning blur improves. Not gone, but better. And that's a sign your eyes are responding. By around 2 to 3 months, this is where deeper changes begin. Better contrast, less glare at night, clearer focus, not perfect vision, but noticeable improvement, enough to change your daily life. Now let me be honest with you. This is not a miracle cure, and I'm not promising that, but I am telling you this. If you do nothing, things usually get worse. If you support your body, things can stabilize, and sometimes improve. And that difference, it protects your independence. Now here's something very important. 3 mistakes you must avoid. First, don't eat this with coffee immediately. Coffee can interfere with absorption. Wait at least 60-90 minutes. Second, don't take it at night thinking it's better. Your body absorbs these nutrients better in the morning. Morning is key. Third, don't stop after 10-14 days. This is the biggest mistake, because the real benefit builds over time. Think of it like this. You didn't lose clarity overnight. You won't rebuild it overnight either, but you can slow it. You can support it. You can protect what you still have. And that matters more than anything. Let me ask you something. What would it mean for you to wake up and not immediately reach for eye drops? To read without squinting? To drive at night without fear? That's what we're talking about here. Not perfection, but control. Now, here's what I want you to do. Starting tomorrow morning, try this for 30 days. Just 30. Stay consistent. Don't overthink it. And then come back and notice. What changed? Because something will, even if it's small. And small changes lead to bigger ones. Your eyes are not asking for something complicated. They're asking for support. And now, you finally know how to give it. Take that first step tomorrow. Your future vision depends on what you do next. Now listen, this is the part most people skip. They hear the routine, they feel motivated, they try it for a few days, and then life gets busy, they forget, they stop, and slowly, everything goes back to the way it was. I don't want that for you, because what we're talking about here is not just better vision. It's your independence, it's your confidence, it's your ability to live your life without relying on someone else. So let's bring this together, clearly and simply. Right now, your eyes are sending you signals. Blur in the morning, dryness that keeps coming back, glare at night, that constant feeling like something is just off. These are not random. These are warning signs, and most people ignore them until it's too late. I'm not trying to scare you, but you should know this. Once vision declines past a certain point, recovery becomes much harder. That's why timing matters. What you do now matters. Let me tell you about one man. He was in his early 70s, still active, still independent. But he started noticing something small. Reading became harder. Night driving felt uncomfortable. He adjusted. Brighter lights, bigger text, more eye drops. He adapted instead of addressing the cause. 2 years later, he avoided driving at night completely. Reading became frustrating, and slowly, his world got smaller. Now compare that to one woman. Similar age, similar symptoms. But she did something different. She paid attention early. She made small changes. Daily habits, simple nutrition, consistency, nothing extreme. And within a few months, she noticed something important. Things weren't getting worse. In fact, some things felt easier. Clearer mornings, less irritation, more confidence. That's the difference. Not luck, not genetics, action. So the real question is, which path are you on right now? Are you adjusting your life around your symptoms? Or are you supporting your body so those symptoms don't control you? Be honest, because this decision shapes your future. Now let's lock in your simple plan. No confusion, no overwhelm. Every morning, a small handful of sunflower seeds, a quarter of an avocado, fresh lemon juice. That's your foundation. Then, add one omega-3 source. It could be chia seeds, freshly ground, or hemp seeds if you want something easier. Stay consistent. Don't jump between things. Consistency beats everything. A few times a week, add flaxseed, again, freshly ground, because that detail matters more than you think. And once a week, include soaked pumpkin seeds. Simple, no stress. This is not a complicated system. It's a routine. And routines change lives. Now let's talk about mindset, because this is where many people fail. They expect fast results, and when they don't see dramatic change, they stop. But your body doesn't work like that. Your eyes don't repair overnight. They respond slowly, quietly, day by day. And sometimes, the biggest win is not getting worse. Think about that. If your vision stays stable for the next 2 to 3 years, instead of declining, that alone is a massive victory. That means more independence, more confidence, more freedom, and that's what matters most. Now I want to ask you something personal. Where are you watching this from? Drop your city in the comments and tell me your age. Because I read those comments, and I want to see who is taking this seriously. Also, tell me this. What is the biggest problem you're facing with your eyes right now? Is it blur, dryness, night driving? Write it down. Make it real. Because when you say it, you become aware of it. And awareness leads to action. And action leads to change. If this helped you even a little, don't keep it to yourself. Share this with someone you care about, a friend, a spouse, a parent, because many people are struggling silently, thinking this is just part of aging. It doesn't have to be. And finally, if you want simple, practical guidance like this, make sure you're subscribed to Dr. Danzy's Senior Health Tips, because every video here is designed for one purpose, to help you stay strong, stay independent, and protect your health as you age. Remember this, your vision didn't fade overnight, and it won't improve overnight, but small daily actions, done consistently, can protect what you have and possibly give you back more than you expected. Start tomorrow morning, not next week, not someday, tomorrow, because your future self will thank you for it.